Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the old laptop. And right here is the brand new one. We're now set. I even turned my table a little bit around. So I have a little bit of room, cleaned up a little bit, got rid of some of the old stuff. The biggest thing that we're going to do on this video is something we have not done in a while. Yes, folks. I've got two unjersey baggings. Two of them. We haven't done this in a while. Let's go to work and have some fun. And as always, it is so good as I'm Googling with these glasses on, getting that big old highlight on there, and I can feel a little bit better. I'm cleaned up, finally get this, got my hair did and all that, and guys, we haven't done this in a while. It's good to have you with us here, as always, on the channel, because sometimes we do a little bit of hockey stuff, and we're talking about all sorts of stuff. But today, we got some work to do, and I'm going to do this. On the last time I did a double, and I mean this, a double unbagging. So as always, like some of the hockey content that we do, there's a thing called a subscribe button. You want to hit that. It's gonna alert you to some new stuff that's gonna happen. And if you like some of the stuff that we did, and you've liked the mystery boxes that we did, hopefully there's gonna be one down the road if CoolHockey.com does it. And if you do, chuck a like on that, and that helps out the channel as we are growing. I don't have to be on the desk and the table today because we're going to work. So I want to go right to this because I don't want to make this a totally long video, but this is going to be very interesting for a lot of creative and hockey contenders and hockey hockey players and hockey content makers on YouTube. Well, whether it doesn't matter if it's Neil over Post to Post or Nick over Twisted Wrist or Brandon BW Hockey, the Jersey Zone Jersey guy. I've watched a handful of them, and they do a lot of different stuff. There's even one girl that that's a hardcore Islanders fan. I can't remember her name, but you want to check her out. But I'm going to go right to this one here first because I know which two they are, but you do not. But this one right here, I'm going to do this one first. And what in the world does she do? Story on this one first is that it is a friend of mine who hopefully we will have on the channel one day. But she is a Pittsburgh girl living in Arizona. And now she's out there for health reasons and doing work, but living her good life, and is a diehard Penguins fan, but goes a whole heck of a lot of doing stuff and going to see different things and different games in the Phoenix area. Gone to a couple Coyotes games out there. Has also gone to a Phoenix Rising USL soccer game over there. But she's hardcore Pittsburgh. And this is basically a kind of a late Christmas gift from her. And probably already have an idea of what it is. But first off, I can show this real quick. That's a nice little that's a nice little thing. And in case you're wondering about the whole thing, that's Gila River Arena. It's now called Desert Diamond Arena, and that's the same arena that kicked them out. And kicked them out for basically reasons just because they don't pay their taxes, and they decided to blame it on somebody. I don't know. But it's the whole thing with the Arizona Coyotes is so weird. So I don't really know the whole heck of a lot. Because they need to make a decision soon of if they're going to get land to build a new arena. If not, they're going to be moving the team. And as the very first video I did on my channel was the situation about the Arizona Coyotes. I've had some hit and miss comments on them. This girl actually took care of the one person that had a very negative thing to say, like I didn't know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, if they get land in suburban Phoenix or out in Mesa, then they get to stay. If not, there's a city named Houston, and just recently Salt Lake City threw their name in and said, we're trying to dip our toes in the water about expansion. If this isn't going to work, you can come hang out with us. Because Utah is very, very interesting lately. First off, I'll tell you about the Utah thing in a second. I throw this one up for you because this right here is the first edition of the Arizona Coyotes of the Adidas version. This is the Howling one. Now, the kicker on this, and I think I read this from Neil from Post to Post, is that this, along with the white road, because it does have your black stripes and that, the white road is one of the hardest jerseys to find, because this is actually, I believe, if I'm correct, one of the hardest jerseys to get, and one of the last ones, because after this, they went back to the Kachina. They went back to the Kachina brand. This is one of the first Reebok versions of that with the tribal design in the back. I was never a fan of the first version, of the Adidas. But when they went to the Aero Ready and the Prime Green, it makes for a good thing. But this is actually a 54. I mean, I usually take a 52, but they'll work. They're fine. But this will add, and this will officially be the third Arizona Coyotes one I have in the collection. Now this one is the big one, and once again, her name is Jody. Jody, thank you very much, hon. I appreciate you. We appreciate you, and probably in return, jump on the channel with us and we'll chat some Penguins hockey. Now this is the big one. We're going to get through this and we're going to shut the bar down now. I want you guys to take a guess what this is, because I have not. This is the first time I've opened the box with the other place stuff, with the other place thing, and I was a little sus about this, but it was from eBay, and I did a little sniper deal where I got it the very last second. But the question is this legit? Oh God! If you guys think you have the answer, because I'm going to tell you right now, none of you do. Go ahead. Take your guesses. What exactly did Jimmy Jam add to the collection? You have 5 seconds. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what in God's name is that? This is disgusting. Love it. And you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're very nostalgic, it is the third jersey. It is one of the last third jerseys of the Atlanta Thrashers before they left. This is the baby blue. They had a white with the trail stitching on it and the design patterns. They had the road one. They had the road with the second logo on it. It was dark. I used to have that jersey when I first worked at the other place. Oh my Lanta. This is filthy. This is such a filthy jersey. Your days of Kari Lehtinen, Ilya Kovalchuk were on this team. This is one of the last Reeboks, by the way, because this team was out during the Reebok era. Wow. Oh, this is what was this? This is also an extra large. I mean, and this will hang up on the wall sometime. Oh, this is beautiful. How many times are you going to ever see the Thrasher logo every so often? Now, there's rumor going around because if you've seen my videos, I've had a video out there of because like everybody else on YouTube, will put NHL expansion stuff. And my first four, if they went to 36, was Houston, Kansas City, Hartford, and Quebec. And Atlanta was the wild card. But there's a rumor going around that Atlanta has got a little bit of a proposal to build a new entertainment area where they're going to build a new arena. And if that happens, Atlanta has some leverage. So a little bit of a side note, Atlanta and Salt Lake are getting some leverage, and Salt Lake's up there as well. God, this is filthy. I love this. This is beautiful. And the thing about Utah, about Salt Lake, is they are getting the Winter Olympics coming up pretty soon. So I believe they are getting it in 2030, I think. But I have to double check on that. But Utah is getting really interesting because they have the Utah Jazz, they have Real Salt Lake, They're trying to get Major League Baseball expansion. And what happens if they get the Coyotes or they get expansion coming up? Who knows? I don't have an answer for you. But I am going to tell you this. These two, that's filthy. I'm sorry. How many of you people have this? Not very many. You do? Put a comment, put a like in it, because this is relic. That's the Atlanta Thrashers are relic, and you can't go wrong with it. So, you know what? I'm going to quit this really quick. And guys, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. You want to see anything of the sort of what's going on with the hockey content and even the Gen Z, the life, the entertainment stuff that we do on the channel. Do not be afraid to hit those buttons because we're all one big happy family. And I'm glad you hung out to do these unboxings here. And I will see you guys in Bloody Legends all over on the flip side. Bar is in fact closed. I'm so freaking thrilled to get that. And this is a little nice. I'll tell you what, this is a nice little, I like this. This is a nice little trip. Jody, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. And yes, bar is closed. Perfect.